the answers he may provide. What I'm suggesting is that if you ask a question, that you then formulate that question on the new forum, forum.ipb.fr, and that you will then fill in the answers that he's provided so that we have a record for students who are not able to attend today and for students perhaps next year if the consul is not able to come. Years later, he decided to work for the State Department and has been posted in 7, 8, 9, 10 countries in Africa and in the Middle East. I believe he's also fluent in Arabic, so if you'd like to ask him questions in Arabic, that's another possibility.
And then we'll get into the question of opportunities, stage, internships. A consul is the representative of the United States, the U.S. government. We have an ambassador in Paris, and we have 6 consulates, 6 U.S. consulates in Rennes, Toulouse, Strasbourg, Marseille, Rouen. Capture some of your questions and to try to answer as many of those questions. A lot of times people have stereotypes about America. One stereotype, America is a great country, and if I go there tomorrow, I have a job. All right? America is a wonderful country, and I'm going to go there on Sunday and become rich. You see? Those are stereotypes. Other stereotype about America, I mean these seriously, because some people actually believe this, and they work very hard to get to the United States to become rich. Another stereotype is, all Americans are nice. Okay, another stereotype, we are not perfect. We have good and we have bad. Right? Maybe we have more good than bad. Maybe we have more bad than good. Are we all rich? No. Today in the newspaper, Métro. How many of you read the Métro newspaper talking about the SMIC? Remember the article about the SMIC? 1,100 euros, right? There's a small increase. We also have a SMIC in the United States. We also have a level of poverty. You call it in French, seuil de pauvreté, which is 900 and some euros and below. In the US also. So don't think, I hope you don't believe, that all Americans are rich. Many Americans are poor. Very poor. We have homeless, SDF. We have people today who don't have jobs, like you, 9–10% of our economy, of our eligible workforce is not working. Keep this in mind as you're thinking about stage or an internship in the United States. Many Americans already can't find work. They have master's degrees and bachelor's degrees. They're smart and they're motivated, but they can't find a job because of the economic situation. Limousin, Poitou-Charentes, and Aquitaine about U.S. presidential elections and economic issues. And my favorite subject, what do youth expect? Que veut la jeunesse? What are youth wanting to see in the future? What are your hopes? What are your aspirations? And I ask you that because I hope that through your questions you will help me understand what it is that you're thinking today. Are you just wanting a job in France or in the United States? Or are there other concerns as well? And so the job of a consul, like a French consul, or consuls of any country, or diplomats of any country, finalement je suis un diplomate, pas un consul. Consul c'est un titre. Consul is a title. Le métier c'est diplomate. Okay? In university for how many years? 1, 2, 3 years? Okay. Many of you, I understand, are interested in learning about opportunities in the United States, especially internships. Internship is what in French? Stage. Okay. And in the United States, there's 2 kinds of internships, basically. Okay. besides long-term internships and short-term internships. Internships that last a few weeks and internships that last several months. One important thing to understand is there are paid internships, rémunérés, and unpaid internships, non rémunérés, okay? And it's important for you to understand that because some internships, while they're not paid, offer good experience. Now, so please do not write anonymous type of letters, you know. Some people do that. I send out 100 letters to Hewlett-Packard and IBM and this engineering company and that electronics firm. And je m'appelle Isabelle. So what? Those companies receive hundreds, maybe thousands of letters. And what do they do with all those letters for maybe 3 or 4 or 5 internships? They put them on the reject pile. So don't do that. That's a waste of your time. Your stage, your internship is an important démarche, an important step. Okay? Take it seriously, as if it's the only job you're ever going to have. Very complete. The stage is an important step, and so you have to sell yourself. This is very American. What does it mean to sell yourself? You are a product, right? At the end of the day, moi je suis une aubergine. Je suis la plus belle aubergine, la plus délicieuse aubergine. Je suis un consul, mais bon. You have to sell yourself in the American economy. There's no other way, in truth. Sometimes people are lucky. I know the PDG, I know the CEO, he's my brother's cousin, but most people have to sell themselves. You know this expression in English? Sell yourself. Ça donne quoi en français?
Se vendre.
C'est bien. Se vendre. Il faut que vous vous vendez. Je vends, il vend, vous. And what else do you have to do? You have to, when you sell yourself, be careful how you sell yourself. Put your best foot forward. Du coup, c'est une leçon d'anglais aujourd'hui. Je m'explique. Put your best foot forward. I'm not sure how that translates best in French. Who would like to translate, put your best foot forward? Aha. Put your best foot forward is the idea that hello, my name is Alexandre. I love your company very much. I hope write me soon goodbye. Hello, goodbye. Alexandre, don't write that letter. Don't send that letter. If you're not comfortable writing a good letter in English, talk to your teachers. Okay? Do you have time for that? I hope. Maybe you do this already. But your lettre de prospection or whatever, your letter of inquiry, make sure it sings. Sings. We say in English, it sings. It sounds nice. It's not professional, of course. It must be professional, Alexandre, right? So don't send a letter of prospection where you're saying, you know, I'm the best, and your English is like, you know, it must be good because you're putting your best foot forward. Talk about your atout. Je suis Marocain, je suis Français, je suis Ethiopian, right? That's a plus. It's okay to be Moroccan in the United States. It's okay to be French. Yes, it is. Okay? why are you so good for that company? So think about that when you're thinking about inquiries. On est d'accord? I don't know if that's the same way in French. I assume so. I assume in France or in Morocco or in Ethiopia, you have to put your best foot forward. But I've lived in many countries, and I know that sometimes people have told me, it doesn't matter if you put your best foot forward, it's do you know somebody? Right? I know about Ethiopia. I spent 2 years there, and I'm married to an Ethiopian. Yes, true. And oftentimes, people have to know personal networks. It doesn't matter if you speak English well. But if you know the man who runs the company, or you're related, you've got a job. That's true in Tunisia, a little bit. You have to know somebody. I don't know, you know, I mean, you know your countries. Moroccans, you have to know somebody, or is it just a matter of having a nice diploma and putting your best foot forward?
You don't have to know him, but it takes a lot.
It helps. Very good point. Very good point. It helps. You don't know people in the US the same way you might know someone in France or Morocco or Italy. You see? So you have to rely on who you are, Alexandre. Right? What's so good about you that someone would say, c'est seulement Alexandre. Lui et personne d'autre. Okay. I've written some addresses up here. You should write this down, or I have some things to help you with. I have a few of these, not enough for everybody here, but these little cards are from Fulbright Commission. And there's not enough for everybody in the room, I don't think so, but the address is on here or on there, okay? So if you can share some of those. The reason you want to go to this website is because in France, the best place to get information about internships is by contacting the Fulbright Commission. And the Fulbright Commission does a number of things. One thing it does is it advises students and researchers on Fulbright grants, scholarships, bourses. Okay? So if you're a PhD, doctorant, if you're a researcher, you want to look at that website, www.fulbright.org, there's a tiret between the Fulbright and the France.org. Go there, and you can see that you can make an appointment by telephone, or even if you're in Paris, go and see them in person and talk about your specific project. But not just for Fulbright scholarship, for bourse, for stage, for these internships that we're talking about. Monsieur, there's seats up there. Please, it's okay? Don't waste your time with 100 letters to many companies. You'll be very disappointed. Qui a une question en français, en anglais? Monsieur, on fait avec le micro ou on va faire ça?
Dans tous les cas, on ne peut pas avoir le DS de l'INOT directement par Paris, par l'ambassade de Paris. Il faut obliger de passer par l'organisme. C'est obligatoire.
Ouais. Vous avez entendu la question sur cette note d'information. Il est bien précisé que vous devez passer par ces organismes. Alors, quels sont ces organismes? Au verso, vous verrez que vous pouvez découvrir ces organismes qui vous aident à découvrir vos stages aux États-Unis. C'est vrai, il y a toujours quelque chose de payant, mais vous pouvez obtenir une liste d'organismes et ces organismes sont payants.
J'ai trouvé le stage et ensuite je suis allé voir cet organisme parce que j'étais obligé de passer par eux. Donc j'ai payé comme si je demandais aussi un stage. En gros, ils ont fait que les démarches administratives. Ils n'ont pas eu à chercher le stage pour moi. Donc c'est pour ça, si c'était possible de passer cette fois-ci directement par l'ambassade. En général, c'est le prix qui est le gros principe.
Oui, c'est un peu comme le... Enfin oui, il y a des visas, il y a des procédures, je pense à la visa loterie, où des agences vous proposent de vous aider, alors que n'êtes pas obligé de passer par une agence, sachez-le. Moi j'allais même éviter j'allais vous conseiller d'éviter les sites du visa loterie, ça n'a rien à voir avec les stages, qui ne finissent pas en GOV. GOV c'est quoi? C'est comme en français? C'est une adresse qui appartient au gouvernement, dans ce cas des affaires étrangères américaines. Donc si c'est .com et on vous demande 50 €, bien continuez de le chercher parce que tout ce qui est visa loterie, donc disponible en France, dans d'autres pays, je pense au Maroc par exemple, ou encore en Éthiopie, il y a des services payants et des services du gouvernement qui ne vous obligent pas à payer pour les procédures initiales. Sometimes, yeah, especially in technical fields. Très bonne question. Quand vous faites un interview par téléphone, parfois on vous demande des questions techniques, c'est normal. On veut savoir si vous avez la technicité, la capacité de travailler pour une entreprise qui est disons, plutôt technique. Je n'en ai pas l'expérience, puisque je ne sors pas de ce domaine, mais je pense que oui, il faudrait être prêt à répondre à des questions d'ordre technique, qui montrent vos compétences, bien sûr. Oui. Mais donc, une interview par téléphone est parfois, c'est souvent la meilleure façon de voir déjà l'individu et de voir comment cette personne se comporte et tout ça. D'autres questions sur les stages? On n'a pas une demi-heure de plus, là. Mais est-ce que déjà, je vous ai donné même le lien, est-ce que ce lien peut vous être utile? Et n'oubliez pas, vous avez un projet, plus votre projet de stage est spécifique, plus les entreprises pourront répondre à vos attentes. Ça, c'est l'essentiel. Sinon, je ne sais pas comment le dire plus fort, mais ne perdez pas votre temps à envoyer des lettres un peu ici, un peu là-bas, sans vraiment expliquer qui vous êtes, par exemple, et quels sont vos atouts, vos forces. Si je peux me permettre une dernière chose, j'ai pris des photos, quelqu'un a pris des photos, moi ça ne me dérangerait pas, d'ailleurs j'ai l'intention de le faire, de mettre des photos sur notre page Facebook.